Hey girl, it's Candiace, and you are watching No Chaser TV. Get yourself together and watch the TV, okay? And also, while you're there, stream, download, and vibe to my new single, How Do You Live? Love it, run it up, and I'll see you soon.
I'm here with the one and only, by popular demand, Miss Candice. What's the tea?
Well, the tea is the people are here. I think most of us are moisturized. I know that I am. And we're excited. The Potomac is wrapped. We are through the mess, and we're moving on to the next. Yes.
We're moving on to the next, so you know all about that. So let me ask you first. No, I don't even ask. First of all, congratulations to you on everything from motherhood to your new single. So let me ask you, the new single you guys is called "How Do You Live?" How do you live as a new mother?
Oh my gosh, I live blessed. I live highly favored. I live moisturized. I live with spit up on me. I live with drool on me, and I live happily with those things. I'm so excited and um, just in awe of motherhood. It's like they say motherhood is the craziest hood you could ever be in, and it is, but it's also just such a magical place. So I'm living well in motherhood, yes, and excited about my new music. Yeah.
We're excited too. Is there anything that you can give us to look forward to past How Do You Live?
Yeah, well, there's a whole project. So I recorded most of the album while I was pregnant. So I was back and forth between here and LA last year recording most of the album. I've done a few more songs since then. They always say you're not done with the project until it's done. So I'm going to keep recording until it's out. And even after that, I'll still probably record. But yes, there'll be plenty more drops and a whole album after that at some point. But for now, I just want everybody to enjoy How Do You Live? Keep streaming, downloading. Let me know what you think of it. Who does it remind you of? Does it put you in your feels? Are you mad when you hear it? Are you sad? Are you happy? Where does it take? I want to hear where it takes the people.
Well, I'm gonna definitely listen to it and let you know where it takes me. Now, I want to ask you this because, well, first, before I even go there, I also want to say something I heard about, since you said you recorded it pregnant, that it does something to your voice, like it just gives it more like of a something, like everyone from Beyonce, Tony, all of the girls, well, the girls say pregnancy, when they were recording, was a different, Brandy, everyone has been saying that. What do you think about that? Did you feel like a difference in your voice, the way you sounded, your tone?
I felt like my voice was stronger, and I honestly felt like, because if you ask me, if you know music, anyone that understands music, I'm an alto, but in my mind, I'm a tenor. I don't like going up into the rafters, but for whatever reason, I was able to tap into my mezzo soprano a lot easier then and now. And I hope it stays, but I'm more comfortable sort of going up into my upper register, and that is definitely, I think, attributed to pregnancy. Yeah.
I can't wait to hear that. I love me a light lyric mezzo soprano. Okay. Now, let me ask you this lightly, but it's pretty heavy.
Oh, here.
Yes. I don't want to take you down Housewives too far, but I
Yes.
want to ask you just really briefly. Karen on the reunion thanked a number of people. She thanked you as well. Now, missing from that thank you was one of our favorite, beloved, iconic trio members from Potomac history. You, Wendy, and Karen were a trio for a while, and she did not mention Wendy. Where do you stand as someone who was in close proximity to both in regards to that? And then after that, what are your thoughts on the verdict that just came out in the sentencing with Karen?
Well, it's hard for me because I'm not familiar with the sort of the back and forth between Wendy and Karen. But whatever their issue was, it's unfortunate. Like when I was a part of that sisterhood, those two were my homegirl. Those were my ride or dies. Those were the ones that when I had an issue, that's who I called. That's who I ran to. That's who I was running to lunch and brunch with when we had to gossip and kiki. So it's unfortunate to hear that, they are having an issue. I don't know what the issue was, but I, you know, I hate to see and hear that they were having an issue. I mean, it doesn't surprise me that that Karen would thank me because I have Karen and I talk all the time. I was checking on her a lot. Um, of late, and I don't want to say too much in respect for her and her family. But I love Karen. Yeah.
All right. Well, there you have it. We love the Grand Dame too, but we love you. How's Chris doing? How's the mom doing? How your sister doing? Child, we finna catch up in 5 seconds or less. Where you been at? What's going on?
Everybody is doing amazing. My mom is great. She babysits Jet all the time. My sister was just watching him last night. Chris's birthday was last night, so we went out to eat, and Crystal came over and watched. My sister came over and watched him. So my family is amazing, and everyone is just rallied around the baby in such a beautiful way. And it's just, I love seeing how my son has been able to plant new seeds in my family. Yeah.
Are we ever gonna be able to see it?
TBD. I don't know. Maybe someday.
Maybe someday. We'll look forward to it soon. But until then, stream How Do You Live and keep up with Candiace on all of our socials everywhere. Thank y'all.